everybody, Gingershadow here, and welcome to the start of something new, the start of something else. Bum-ba-dum-ba-dum. We're playing Digimobs once again. Battle, huzzah, huzzah. Oh yeah, so yeah, I haven't played this year. Just barely. I went and checked. It's the last played this in December, so figured this would be a fun one to dive into and play for a bit, because yeah, after Naruto finish, we've been a bit of a flippy-floppy, not quite sure what we're doing sort of situation, and I want to start something, so I'm like, okay, what we're going to do, and then I've been thinking about this a lot lately, because, you know, it's Digimon. Digimon's one of those things I love to rotate back to every now and then, so it's not too surprising, but yeah, here we are. So we're gonna have a go at this. Now, not too keen on this starting world. Also, I just did the slash game rule to set it so mobs wouldn't spawn. I get the weird feeling that's affected Digimon, hasn't it? Slash game rule, do mob spawning, true. I did that thinking, I wonder if Digimon will still spawn if I did that to turn off all the skeletons and that. I get the weird feeling Digimon are not going to spawn with that game rule on. I don't know. I can't remember how it all functions together. Basically, though, I'd prefer it if, you know, the regular mobs weren't on. And it was just, you know, Digimon, but, you know, we'll figure that one out later. Worst case, I can just bad mobs them, and that'll get rid of them, so it'll be fine. You're all Wilson now. We're all the Digimon! Dino! Well, whatever. Actually, I'm saying that, there's all these red dots here. These red dots are Digimon. Are they underground? They're underground. They might also be Digimon underground. Oh, joy. But yeah, anyway, so where are we at in things right now? Because we're starting this as like a new series thing, so I want something consistent to do. I've been doing, obviously, one-offs with it. Digimon! You do exist! I don't know what you're doing in a tree, but you do exist! Seriously, why are you... Of all the places you could have spawned. Okay, cool, they're spawning in stuff then. Yeah, I guess I need to have the game rule thing on. I don't know. I'll probably have to use bad mobs to get rid of the regular mobs, but that's whatever. Could sort that out at a different time. But right, yes, so I want something consistent to do. And bum-ba-dum-ba-dum. Obviously, we've not been streaming as of lately. That's mostly been down to the heat destroying me and me feeling absolutely worn out. And it was like, yeah, I could attempt to stream, but I was so unsure on what I was going to stream anyway, and then I had so little energy. I still had to do videos as well, so it was like, yeah, I prioritized doing videos first. Now I was just gonna wait and see how I felt, and I felt terrible. So yeah, streaming's been a bit on hold. Plus, you know, the others aren't about to give me energy, so blah, blah, blah. We just ended up where we've ended up. But yeah, I think things are slightly cooling down now, so hopefully we'll be back to streaming soon. That's the plan anyway. I don't know, today wasn't as hot as it was last few days. Apparently, I mean, outside felt a bit cooler. Inside my house was still really warm. I'm still sweating right now, so I know it's hard to say, really. But the plan would be to go and do some live streams. Whether it's this or whether I do something else, I'm not entirely sure yet. I guess we'll figure that one out at some point. I don't know. I've got a few ideas whirling about on things we can do and start on. And but yeah, let's we're gonna start as like a little chill series though, and get our Digimon partner and do some Digimon stuff. Because yeah, I played this a while back and it was fun for a bit, and then we got distracted by doing other things. And from what I recall, though, yeah, there was a lot of really cool looking Digimon, really cool animations and bits for them moving around, and some Digimon I really wanted to get hold of. So we could try that again. Actually, try and get them this time. There would be an idea. Plus, this mod recently got updates and stuff for like bug fixes and bits. So you know, everything will function better than it did before. Cool. Also, I heard this mod. Well, I'm part of the Discord thing. It's one of the few mods I'm actually part of the Discord of, because I joined this one so long ago before I like stopped, because I realized I'm already in like 20 Discords for a bunch of different stuff. But yeah, basically though, I think this mod's moving up versions. I don't know which version though. I remember they did a poll for it, and I think 1.19 won. Which I just looked at and I went, yeah, makes sense, they'd pick the latest one. And then 1.20 came out, and I'm like, see, everyone's going to jump ship to there? I don't think they have. Like, I think 1.20 underwhelmed people. So I think 1.19 is the latest, like, big, significant update, isn't it? Because it had, like, you know, a bunch of things in it and all. I don't know. I don't remember what was in each update, so we'll see. Anyway, begin. Things. You like to hang out with lots of people. You may or may not have ever met. Oh, see, that's a hard one for me. This first part here is very Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, so we get to answer a bunch of questions to get a kind of personality test to figure out what Digimon we want. There are 48 of these figures. That's so many! That's like a 5-minute quiz at the start. I'm not going to leave all this in the video because that would be here for absolutely ages. As fun as it may be to psychoanalyze what I think about some of these questions and how I answer them, but I mean, I'll answer the first couple, I suppose. So yeah, you may like to hang out with lots of people you may not have ever met. I've never really cared for hanging out in large groups. Especially if it's people I don't know, because I'm very... Basically, when I first meet people, I'm very, like, reactive. Like, I'll stay and gonna be a bit in the quieter side, which might seem weird for me. But, yeah, I kind of do that because I try to gauge, like, what type of person are you? AKA, how much of my energy are you going to be okay with before you decide I'm enough? And... yeah, basically, I sort of then at that spot will also determine, is this a person I really want to try and be around? Because if a person just can't stand being around my kind of energy, then I'm like, yeah, we're not going to get along. I'll be nice to you that, but yeah, because we're not going to have like a budding friendship here. So, yeah, I'm going to say no to that one. Ah! Oh, what? Huh? Oh. I mean, alright, then. Honestly, I was actually gonna pick, like, some... Oh. I said I was gonna pick something else. I'm gonna see what the options were. And I might have picked something else. Oh, did I click the button there to get this guy straight away? Oh, may have done, you know. So, for those who don't know, I have a special Digimon. Also, this all looks different. Hello. I've got a special Digimon. I've got Gilmon. Gilmon's my favorite Digimon, so he's normally the one I would pick. I was gonna not pick the altered one this time, just so I had, like, a normal one, but I think I can get a normal one later. It's whatever. It's fine. Also, I can give that to my... Oh, I was gonna sing the weight you get. Oh, that's handy. Okay, yeah, I mean, I'm cool with going with them. Sure, why not? It's just, it gets like a special vampiric trait, and I'm like, I don't know if that seems fair. It's probably fine. Whatever. I like him anyway, so fuck it, we're going with him. So, right, Digimon, Pyrosphere, empty, follow, turn to be pet. How do I get you to work again? Click that and that does a thing. Cool. If I click you with this, syncing, use right click to confirm. Digimon sync to your VPet. Bazoom, there we go. So now if I need to, I can go badum. Okay, I've now just duplicated my VPet. That might be a bug. Oh, I just love the picture showing up. Also, what's that thing there? Rank C? He's definitely a rank S. What do you mean? Okay. Let's need to do some basic Minecraft stuff really quick so we actually have materials in that setup. Otherwise, we're going to just end up dying come, like, nighttime and, you know, food and all that. So, right, get some stone real quick. Then we'll try and locate some things, and we'll go from there. But yeah, there we go. So the plan is for this series is have a chill time, chat and bits, and do some bits and bits. Pretty much every time I do a Pixelmon/Digimon series, it's pretty much just, it's a chiller series, normally. If I can convince other people to come play it, I will, but you know. Oh, I know what's been watching my channel for a while knows what that situation's like. Getting people to consistently call and play is a tricky task, especially when some more people are busy or less interested in survival Minecraft. And Also, Demon's gone. Demon's away to Japan for like a week and a bit, so that's a shame. I mean, cool for him and all, but yeah, obviously means we're not playing the same the stuff together and At least we managed to finish Divinity on stream. Before that happened, that was fun. And Mitch is still about. Mitch might come play a Minecraft thing here and there, but Mitch is very particular about his Minecraft, and he doesn't just play anything in so we'll see about that one. And then there's Immo. He's still gone for like another month, so we're not gonna be seeing him for a little bit. But he's with yous. But yeah, either way, we'll just operate how we operate. We'll see where we're gonna end up. I would like to start another grip series thing. And I was recently talking to others about that kind of thing, like, I can't remember how the conversation started, I don't know what it was all about. But basically, the talking went to the idea of, like, starting, like, a group series thing. And I don't know, I got ideas flowing in my brain again, which is a dangerous thing, because I could end up being very disappointed when everyone decides they don't fancy it. Oh, it's those ones. I used to try doing group series all the time. Like, back in the early days, I was doing a big Naruto series that I just inviting everybody. It was great. Everybody was around. Then that petered out and built Biddle. Oh, everyone was so free and motivated back then. On 1.7.10 Minecraft. Oh, no. Oh. Wasn't ready for a fight. I'm looking for a chill time. Fuck you. Oh, goddamn. It's going to be interesting. Ha-ba-da-ba-da. But yeah, either way, we stopped after a while. And, you know, I've not exactly got the name to, like, carry and get loads of people to just join me in both battles. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Plan would be, if we can, we'll try and get other people on to play some stuff. Not necessarily this, but, you know, some stuff. But we'll see how that goes. Also, murder. I forget how the butterflies work. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to kill them with your Digimon to get something. Never mind, I've just murdered it for funsies. Oh, that's good. So drop food. Drop ink. So useless. I should have put Pams or something in for food. Oh well. Actually, no. I should go and find animals and kill them for food. That would also be useful, but not seen any of those. I don't know where any are. I think there was some by the first spawn area, but the first spawn area sucked. Like it was one of those horrible tree biomes. I don't want to go there. Stick to the forest, but the forest has only had Digimon that I can't eat. And wolves, which also can't eat, so yes, that's not working out too. Actually, wait, this is a mountain area. Mountain area, something's on food. Okay, so it's been a little while since I played Digimon, so I generally forget how most of the stuff works in this, and then obviously some stuff's updating, so should be fun, should be interesting to get back into the swing of things, level up our Digimon and all that jazz as we figure out what other plans and stuff we're gonna be, and boom-ba-dum-ba-dum. And I suppose I can also just chat about other random bits. Like, you remember I used to talk about D&D loads before I started streaming? Nah, I don't talk about nearly enough on streaming. Oh, that's another thing, because Immo that's the way. So Immo disappeared, so he had to, like, bail out of our D&D games for a bit. Which was like, okay, that's a shame. But hey, we've got our main campaign thing. And, like, you know, we're at a point where, okay, Immo can disappear for a bit. And we'll figure out what happened to him in between time and boom-ba-dum. And everyone had just leveled up just recently, so there was no risk of everyone like leveling up again ahead of them. Really? Unless they do something really crazy, which they're not. The party loves getting NPCs, which I find really strange. Also, hello, Gilmon. I would like you to go kill that pig, please. Gilmon. Kill. Will you kill the pig? Or will you get stuck on the, Uh-oh. I'm so sorry! Oh, no! Kill the pig. Oh, wow, he did as well. Okay, I wasn't actually sure if you were going to be able to kill the pig, but you bloody can. Okay, also, you seem to struggle with snow a little bit. Then you just suddenly jolted up really quickly. Like, I thought he was struggling with snow, then all of a sudden he just went boof. And suddenly he was up again, and boom-ba-dum-ba-dum. But yeah, anyway, D&D. So, yeah, our main campaign thing, animal handling, cold soul, because everyone keeps trying to freaking tame animals, and I'm generally scared to introduce any type of animal encounter to them, which was annoying, because they were in a forest for the first part of it. But yeah, they end up with 2 wolves and a direwolf, and now one of them's trying to get a large cat. So they're gonna, I've ended up with a quest for them to, like, go locate... Not locate, they're going to, like, basically get a lion. Or, it's basically one that's, like, in captivity that is being sold to them. So, because basically they got a load of money, and they decided to spend it on getting information to find where a big cat was, and then money to buy said big cat. So, I was like, yeah, sure. They got to actually try and tame the thing, and boom, and it's a lion, or a lioness. It's a female lion. So, yeah, good luck to them that. Then they also were looking information on, like, where large birds were. And they're on this really thing of, like, yo, we should try and get a large bird we can ride on. And I'm, like, just thinking in my head, yeah, that's never going to fucking work. I know the power of flight. If you want a small bird for, like, you know, passing missions and stuff, like, I'd be cool with that. But then trying to get a large bird, like, yes. Like, I was going to go the way they think it will. That's going to be the most epically tricky. Like, they can attempt it. I won't say it's impossible, but I am going to make that. That's going to be a tricky one for them. The feckers. But yeah, anyway, Emma disappears. Also, can we just kill Butterfly? Can we kill Butterfly? Can we kill Butterfly? Does Butterfly fight back? Is Butterfly about to kill Gilmon? No. Gilmon's about to kill Butterfly. Excellent. You get XP for killing Butterfly, Gilmon. Gilmon, you seem to be struggling because of the snow. Oh dear. Gilmon, get him. Go. God, I'm getting no experience. Okay, yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, I didn't think it would. Whatever, it's fair. I just wanted to check and see, because it's level 6. Need to be careful, actually. I can't have Gilmon fighting anything up here, because he will just, you know, get murdered by it. Actually, mate, I've not really got the food to support your diet at this point, so actually I'd like you to return to your V-Pet so you don't lose all your weight. Because... Actually, I don't know what your weight at currently is. Like, you do have a weight, right? Because the food does carry weight. A village! Oh, that's so useful! Oh, that's so useful. I need one of those. I need one of those right about now. I am hungry. I am tired. I need a respawn point. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. I mean, sure, we're not seeing very many Digimon up in the mountains, which I'm actually surprised about. I feel like we should be seeing more birds. Stuff up here. Where are the Digimon? I don't know. This is weird. Whatever. We found a village. Oh, I'm gonna use this as a base location because I need places to stay. And bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Where is the beard? Badoo, perfect. Oh, sweet potatoes. Badoo, badoo. You don't got any farms? Got any farms in these parts? Got any farms I could, how we float about? Oh, so wait a minute. Oh, that was a thing too, actually. Hold on. 1, something for village. 2, do they still have, trader Digimon that float around villages? And, like, you can trade with them, obviously, to get Digimon stuff. I don't know. Okay, that's something I'd like to find out, because, like, I'd like to know if they still exist now. Because I don't know how things have changed. Like, there may be a bunch of workers and different bits and that. Also, I'll have that. Because I'm getting murdered by stuff. So, I need it. Badoo, badoo. We'll turn it off, though. I don't want to see it, but, you know, I want to wear it. Just in case skeletons not come for us. Okay, I'm going to take a bed with me, because then I can sleep when I'm out and about. Don't look at me like that. I need it more than you do. Fuck you. You can just go to a different bed. It's fine. I went into bed last night and then not all of them were took up. So, you know. I mean, that may be because some of the villagers have been killed. It's hard to say. Also, is any of the farm stuff up here, like, good things or... No, I forgot. 1.16.5 farms suck. Oh, they're terrible. Typically what you want is you go to the village and it'll have tons of wheat everywhere. And you can use that to fuel yourself. This one's got pumpkins everywhere. That is less useful. No. Okay, we need to make a furnace and that and get ourselves going that way. Oh, this way I'm gonna have to go into the middle of a forest and just cut down all of the trees and just make space and live there. Which is probably the best way I can do things, actually. Because then I can light the place up and then there won't be as many bad things flying around me. That'd be good, that'd be good. But yeah, anyway, so while we're gallivanting it back to D&D stories. You're gonna get a lot of these. Hopefully people don't mind me talking about D&D a bunch, because like, it's a subject I quite like talking about. But yeah, this is pretty much just a bit of place for talking about D&D stories and other random bits. If I'm gonna rant about it, you know, and other whatever else I'm up to IRL. But yeah, anyway, Immo's gone. It's a shame. We left at a really fun point. Basically, because Immo disappeared. I basically had to plan, because I had like plans for what they were going to next. You know, interaction things, planned set events and stuff in play. I had like extra little things for them to do if they didn't want to follow the set event stuff, like, you know, the main story, if you call it, and I had like side quests and things, and side bits I could get into and blah blah blah. But you know, the main story stuff is gonna trigger and blah 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 blah. So in their case, now because Immo's gone, I cannot. Also, they do have the traders. Huzzah! Cool. But yeah, now they kind of have to do side story stuff because that's kind of all that's there. So, yay. So basically, I had to make up a bunch of extra stuff for them because I didn't want them just to do like basic little, you know, oh, go kill some goblins over here, go slay some bandits there. Like they did do that for 1 week. The 1 week they decided to go do some quests to earn some money, so they went and just did like a bandit thing and boom. Although weirdly, they came out with an extra plan with that, rather than just, you know, killing the bandits or arresting them so that, you know, they were off the road and not causing problems. They decided, no, we're going to keep some of them alive and make them work for us. And I'm like, wow, we jumped to slavery a bit quick there. And they're like, no, it's not going to be slavery, we're going to pay them. And I'm like, yeah, okay. So these are bandits, they're life thugs, they're life scum, they're, you know, I mean, they're literally fine with possibly murdering people. They don't know, they never asked. People out in the, you know, out in the roads, and they think they're just gonna, you know, settle down and do the job they've been told to do. And they're like, yeah, they will, because otherwise we'll kill them. And they're like, yeah, you were gonna kill them anyway, and, you know, not exactly smart. We'll probably try and run it. Yeah, they gave it a go. So they kept a dozen bandits. They kept 4 alive. Never checked to see if they had a camp or any valuables over there. But I don't know. It was just such a relaxed way they went about it, where they didn't do any backup follow-up things, which they normally do. So I was kind of surprised at how little they did for this one quest. And then basically for those 4 bandits, they had them tied up originally. They went, right, you guys are gonna work for us. And so naturally they said, aye, we'll do that. But then I had one of them whisper the fact that, because originally they wanted them to join a guild thing. Now, like, they whispered amongst themselves the fact they couldn't join a guild thing because they are literally, there's a literal quest out to get them. They are wanted. And they heard this, and they're like, no, we'll just have you work in a different place. So they tried to think around it. Okay, well, but oh, fair enough. Then untie them, and then they all go to sleep. Now, there's a bunch of ways that could go wrong. Now, fair enough, the bandits aren't strong enough where they could probably kill them in their sleep, because everyone will get up and react and blah, 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 there's magic in this world, and everyone's super strong, and blah, blah, blah. So, that wasn't really the concern. Fair enough. But they still did an alarm spell around the camp, and then I figured, that'll keep the bandits in. The only problem is they didn't do it in stealth, so the bandits watched them do it. So the bandits just went around the alarm spell, and then left. And then they were trying to question, like, how they were able to leave, and why they were able to build upon. Like, well, you did nothing to keep them. You didn't put up any guards. You didn't tie them up. You did nothing. Like, what do you think was going to happen? I really don't know what they thought was going to happen. But yeah, then after they go back to the guild, say they complete the quest, guild realizes that they're lying, because they haven't, because 4 bandits got away. Then they never did any follow-up to check out the camp to see if they'd actually gone. So, yeah, the quest was just left as incomplete. Like, what the why the low effort in this point? I don't know. It was weird. But yeah, that was just such a little filler week. That was just literally just a nothing quest thing for them to do. And boom, ba-dum. So then they decided to take another nothing quest. They could go kill some goblins, or clear out some goblins. And in this case, I assumed they were going to, be a bit more thorough with it. But I had different plans. This is the one I decided, right, if to take, this kind of quest, that can trigger a different thing. And, start something a bit more juicy for them to bite into. So, in this one's case, I remember getting to play this for 2 weeks before Demon left for Japan, so we never got to see it all through to the end. Basically, rather than coming into goblins, they went to the village where they're supposed to meet people that are having no issue with the goblins, so they could point towards where the goblins are maybe. And they instead came across the village. Well, actually, they didn't. Technically, they're on the road, and because of their perception, they heard something happening in the woods. They come across 2 elves fighting against a bunch of undead. They jump in, help, and learn basically that the village is now under siege by undead. So basically, it turns into a fight a lot of undead. Cool. And essentially, they rush to the village. They go to help. All is fair. I even saw a giant skeleton there. Fun fact, giant skeleton. So the regular skeletons are like a CR 1/4. So like, they're super easy. Like a level 1 character could technically beat them on their own. Cool. Giant skeletons like CR 7. So technically you're supposed to get like 4 level 7 people to fight this. Also, you're a person I can fight. Bum-ba-dum. So yeah, technically you're supposed to get like, 4 level 7s to fight them. They're level 5 right now. So it's like, okay. This should be fine because they actually have a bunch of NPCs. So they generally will be okay. It won't matter. And yeah, sure enough they managed. Well, their cleric got knocked out temporarily because he was fighting it on their own while others were fighting the little skeletons. They managed well enough. Thing is, though, is that they then burnt all of their spells. Like, the cleric then used all of his spells, creating water to try and put out a fire in one of the empty buildings. And it's like, all the village at this point that were still alive had held up in a stone church. So, like, I specifically put them all in there so they had, like, a point of, we're okay-ish in here. But a bunch of people are dead in Bobodo. So the village is somewhat ruined anyway. And, I mean, the idea being that they're probably not going to stick around this village after, because it's ruined, and half their people are missing, and boom-ba-dum-ba-dum. But, yeah, no, they decided to spend all the spell slots saving some random building. I'm like, okay. Gonna suck when other stuff happens later on. Because, yeah, after that, they decided they need to go in long rest. So they decided they're going to camp out in the village for the night. Rather than, they track down roughly where they think they're coming from, figured all that stuff out, and they said they're just going to stay in the village and bunker down for the night. It's not going to be a peaceful night, though. The town goes under siege at night time. And basically, there are 3 players currently. There is the monk, who is demon. There is the rogue with a level of bard, which is Aaron. And there is the cleric of 3 levels with 2 levels of sorcerer. that is Arcanist. And in both cases, all the spellcaster people had used all their spells. For the undead arriving, they decided, Aaron and Arcanist, the rogue bards, and the cleric decided they're not going to come partake in the fight. They're just going to let Demon and NPCs handle this. So we've got Demon, who's a level 5 monk. We have 2 goblin companions they picked up, which, you know, to be fair, they're not terrible. Like, one of them is basically, like, part barbarian, and one of them is part monk as well. Because Demon found them. One is part monk, funnily enough, wasn't meant to live. It was part of the first boss thing they did. And it was meant to be, like, one of the underlings to the boss. But Demon saw me as someone that knew martial arts. And decided that he was going to take him on as, like, his apprentice. Originally just wanted to question about where he learned to fight. And so on the spot, I had to come up with a story for this goblin, who he asked a name for it, and I'm like, I didn't have a name for this goblin. He's the goblin monk. And I just came up with the first thing, hey, I'll call him Gobby. And Gobby's became one of the favorites in the thing, basically. So Gobby, I came up with just a backstory on the spot, because what else do you do at this point? I didn't plan for the live. I literally made him a taunty little shit. And so Demon would want to fight him and kill him. Demon didn't. Demon took a different approach. Demon took him on as a protege at this point. Gobby is essentially now a goblin that learned martial arts through a passing elf. I just came out of the race that taught him off the top of my head. Ended up being an elf. Arcanist took special note of that because he's half elf and he's an interest in elves. Okay. He didn't ask for a description about this elf, and I'm like, okay, I made something up. He's like, oh yeah, I'll be paying attention for that. And to this day, he's still like, yeah, I'm really interested in this elf, and I'm like, it doesn't exist. I made up on the spot. I'm going to make up a fucking story for this elf as well now because I've written myself into it. But fuck it. Reroll. That's how D&D operates. But yeah, anyway. So Gobby ends up... essentially ends up like that. But Gobby is also like... I didn't want to make... Like, because of the stats he had and the level he was performing at, he was higher level than the party. Technically. Technically, it was just... I was making him slightly stronger because he was, you know, the boss companion. And he was meant to be like a kind of sub-boss. A fairly easy one, but a sub-boss. So he was taking a bit harder and a bit more health than this should. So I basically had to figure out, well, how do I make it to make sense that he has all these extra benefits? So I made it so he was on drugs, basically. I went, also, accepted quest Hunger Crisis. Oh no. Okay, I'll check that in a second. Interesting. Oh no, Gilmon's hungry. Oh dear, Gilmon, can you still fight? Gilmon, here, have a tail. Oh, I love his little happy dance. Oh, he's so brilliant. Come on. If I put this in my offhand, can I always see you? Yes, there we go. Mate, what is your everything right now? Stats. Your hunger is 4 of 43. Oh dear. You're a rookie at sea level. I believe sea level just means his stats are like balanced across the board. His passive is gourmand. Huh? I believe his passive used to be vampiric. I thought that was because he was, you know, he was the unique one that I have. I bought 145 of them. To be fair, I did wallop him once. That was dumb. He also just leveled up there, didn't he? Yeah, you're level 7. Alright, mate, I'm going to give you some stakes. Go on, do your little dance. Do your little dance. Come on, Gilmon. Wait, thingy. Oh. Oh, no! Oh no, you don't. Oh no, you don't. Oh no, you don't. Back! Badge! Don't do that! Ever! No, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 we're not having any of that. Oh no, we're not having any of that at all. Back off! Oh, I'm just gonna let Gilmon handle all the fighting today. Hey, can I eat this? Oh, wait, ministry. I could, but yeah, I'll do, yeah, okay. Also, wait, what was the quest I got there? Digimobs, active quests. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, wait, pretty colors, description. Now that you understand how to use the V-Pet, time to give it some color. Personality, go to a mountain, forest, biome, at night, and find some... Oh, yeah, that's how you change colors. Shift right click a colored butterfly. With either your Digivice or your V-Pet to change its color. Okay, that's a quest thing. So, oh, this is actually quite cool. So the quest things are actually basically giving you tips on how to play the game now. Because before there weren't any quests. And I was like, okay, that's going to be a fun section when it comes up. Because they could do so many things with that. Giving you random things, random rewards, blah, blah, blah. Quest, 2 Digimon better than 1. Description, your partner probably would like a friend other than you. Why not go find them one? Sneak right click a wild Digimon to see if they have a favorite item. Give Digimon enough of its favorite item for it to want to join you. Tame the Digimon by right-clicking it with an empty wheat pet. Interesting. And hunger crisis, I'm going to assume it's been sorted by me feeding my Digimon. Lovely. Cool, we're good then. Boop-a-doo. Yeah, anyway, had to call a story for goblin stuff, made him on drugs, bum-ba-dum-ba-dum. He's pretty much a raging drug addict in a sense. Like, not in a terrible way that he's constantly taking them. Basically, he's basically terrified and a coward. But when he takes the drugs, he's, like, cocky and ready to fight. And he's a better fighter, he has more health when he does it. Basically, I roll a d10, I give him, like, extra health. I boost his attack, so it goes from a d4 as a monk to d6. But only when he's on the drugs. And I was let the party decide, like, what they want to do with that. You know, we had a couple of pouches, but as soon as they took him to the town that they've gotten to, the first thing Gobby did, the first opportunity he got, was he disappeared and spent all the gold they given him on drugs. So I made it, like, a personality thing of it. So, like, yeah, he's going to do this stuff. So, yeah, it's up to you how you decide to do it. And pretty much they decide to do it by, one, not giving him any money. And basically just managing all the stuff for him. So basically, yeah, Demon's just now caretaking for him. And Bubadum. And Demon is just basically... he's got a hold of all the drugs. But then when a big fight comes up, they'll give him drugs. They'll give it to him. When the time comes, they'll give him some. It's like, originally we're going to try and take him off of it. And then suddenly they'll be like, no, we better give him some drugs for this fight. It's like, I mean, you can, I suppose. Sure. Can you finish that fight, please? Gilbon, help! Help! Gilbon! Kill the skeleton! Thank you! But yeah, well, that's the story of Gobby. Oh yeah, Gobby's a monk. He's technically level 3, I suppose, a monk. Like, as far as, like, levels for him could go. He's not, like, a full power of a player, by any means. Because for one, another thing of him, he reached level 3, he's supposed to obviously have a subclass ability at that point. But because of his personality thing, aka drugs, I made it so he can't access his subclass abilities unless he's on drugs. Basically, I just tied everything to these drugs. So basically, because Demon wants a little protege, I'm like, yeah, sure, we'll lean into that then. You need to train him to, like, be a proper monk, because he's not one. Unless he's on drugs. That's the thing. Nago was pretty much meant to be a temporary companion for the Goblin quest. I basically put her in as a, like, as a barbarian. Goblin. So basically, she's just like a female goblin that is just strong. And the idea was that she wanted to save her cousin, one of the goblins that's been held by the leader goblin. And blah, 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 blah. So she was only meant to be there for a bit. And then after a while, they would, you know, part ways. But instead, the group got really attached to her and, like, got her to stay. So, okay, sure. Originally, it was supposed to be, okay, we're just going to stick around until we reach this civilization. And now it's a thing of, like, her cousin settled down in the town, and now she's coming out with them on quests, because they want her to come, because she's, like, you know, a barbarian, and that's useful as a tank. Because Imo, who's meant to be the tank of the group, sometimes doesn't really tank, and then Demon's a monk that's got a lot of health, so he's not really built for tanking. So they sometimes just send her against, like, little minions, while they handle other stuff and blah, blah, blah. So, they've interacted with her so much at this point, it's like, yeah, they're going to try and keep her. It's one of those things. Other things they've got, they have a wolf. Or Demon has a wolf. But the wolf it's a sidekick. I put it down as a sidekick because I figured they're all going to try and get animals at some point, so I'll give them, like, actual levels and things. So they gave the sidekick thing from Tasha's Corner of Wedding Scene, so they've got some stuff, but they're not, like, busted strong. So I was like, okay, I'm okay with that. Bum-ba-dum. For the nighttime fight against all the undead, Demon decided to leave the wolf inside because he was worried that she would be in danger because he has a female wolf and Imo has a male wolf. I know a puppy. They found the puppy too. Because originally when I made that encounter where they met the wolves, it was going to be a case of they were going to kill the wolf and then they're going to find the puppy. And part of my brain thought maybe they'll take the puppy. And boom. Instead, no, they took the whole family between the two of them. So I was like, okay, well, that's not exactly how I planned, but here we go. It is what it is. But, yeah, so he leaves that in, and then the other thing was the two people they saved, the two elves that they saved in the foods. I made them people that could fight, so they could act as maybe temporary companions for this quest. Basically, so they have options, and because, you know, they're down a person in the form of Inmo, they could get extra people and bum-ba-dum-ba-dum at a moment's notice. So they sent one of the elves away to go and notify the main town that, you know, it's now not a goblin problem, it's now an undead problem. So she's off with one of the horses to do that, and the male elf, who is a fighter, is sticking with them. So he knows the area better, he can guide them a bit, he can also tank a little bit, boom, ba-dum, cool. So basically for this nighttime one, though, instead we just get Demon, the elf, Gobby, the monk goblin, and Nago, the barbarian goblin. Cool. So they're gonna fight down all these undead. So the whole bunch of them is more than what there was during the day. On top of that, there's now 2 giant skeletons, but one of them is now wielding a massive axe. So it's like, yeah, before the one was wielding like a sword. It was obviously big because it's a big skeleton, but now the one's wielding a big axe. So there's now an even stronger one, and they very quickly realized at the end of the first session for this mission that Demon's fecked if he stays himself. Because the one with the axe gets a hold of him. The one with the axe takes 2 attacks, and Demon goes from 51 HP down to 8. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. Yeah, it's not. Because now you're all in this church that's barricaded up, and you can't get out quickly. So they had to like take 2 rounds getting out. So they killed Demon. Demon's a monk. He can get away. Basically, though, yeah, the others decide to eventually come and join and help the fight. They come out the system. Demon gets in a bit of a wibbly situation for a minute, but again, he's a monk, he can escape and He pretty much he could run away, but he have to lead all the NPCs around. Also, rather than having Gobby join the fight, instead he sent Gobby off on his own mission. He gave Gobby drugs. Then he sent him off to distract skeletons. So he's like, yeah, run around and draw their attention and run out the village and lead them away. Gobby was not for this, but Demon convinced him. So Gobby goes running off screaming and disappears into the night. So actually, the fight was just him, the elf, and the barbarian goblin. So like, I mean, they were okay-ish, but you know, there was a lot of things after them and boom, ba-dum. But hey, once the others took it out, they made do. They managed. They didn't die. Boom, ba-dum. Then they continued their long rest. They found out that Gobby wasn't coming back though. Gobby wasn't dead. Gobby was just, you know, running around screaming like a madman all night. So basically, also, can I give this thing? I can give this thing. Oh, we Digimate. Can I like? Oh, they get given that as a quest reward. Oh, that's fun. Also, yeah. Oh, I love the happy dance. Oh, I love his little happy dance. Also, that gave me so much more. That says it will be weight 3. I give him it. He does his little happy dance. Oh, he's still wait. Hold on. Give him that. Now he's at weight 16. Give him some more. Now he's at weight 22. Yeah, it's giving him 6 that time. Maybe because it's his favorite food because he likes meat? Do you have a favorite food? Or is it because he's passive? Gourmand? Is that a thing where like he gets extra food? He's got no favorite food actually, so no, that's not the thing. What are these passive abilities? What do they do? This is just the Digidex. That doesn't help me. This current situation. Okay. But yeah, anyway, next day comes. Some people are asleep for a bit longer. They go out and look for Gobby. They eventually come across him in the woods. He went and saw a bunch of his drugs. Just, he found them off a tree, just, you know, asleep. Cool. Maybe a couple of them said they're going to go to the dungeon area where they're going to find the one that's causing all this. So, in this one's case, though, rather than just giving them like a straight plain dungeon where you go in, fight a big person, which is what they thought they were getting, I made it an actual dungeon with actual options and bits, because they're going up against a spellcaster, Necromancer. So I decided to have a bit of fun with it. I also had recently discovered how to make mazes in my map maker. But I wasn't even enough to make one of those, although I was very tempted. So instead what I did was I made a area where it just looks like a big thick corridor for them. But what it actually is hallucinatory terrain. So it's filled with pits. And the pits obviously you can fall in and bump them. Now the pit's still not super far down, it's not like an instant death pit by any means, so you know, they're fine if they fell in it. But they don't know it's hallucinatory terrain obviously, so they're gonna go into it. Was my first one. They can do it in the dex to try and not fall in, but it depends who was leading. So I always ask like who was leading, who was the formation, boom ba dum, and they don't really think anything of it because, you know, why are you using Pyro Ball? Why do I keep switching over to that? I don't know. No, I must be clicking F randomly. Yeah, anyway. Luckily, though, Aaron, being the bard, had one of his spells is Unseen Servant. He ritual casts it and creates an invisible servant. Can't do very much, but the idea was it was going to carry a torch because the cave was dark. So he has them carry not even a torch. It was actually a dagger that had the like spell cast on it. Because they have torches, they just don't use them. And only Arcanus, the half-elf, the actual players can see in the dark. So it's like, yeah, be how it be. But, yeah, basically, Basil. The unseen servant, they have golden elite, and because of that, he falls in the pit. So they realize there's something going on here. And boom. So I was wondering how they're going to go about testing on this, how they're going to get past all this, because obviously they have options. And like by the end of it, they actually really enjoyed going through this because they got to be a bit more creative with how they got across things. Obviously, because they had to utilize the jump mechanic. There's also the tactic of how we're going to get over certain ones that are like a bigger and boom. Arcanus ends up doing a thing by using create water, control water, and like freezing over the water to use it as a weight to hold in a bit of rope so people can climb across at one point. Other than that, it was also just like, jumping in someone that gets over that can get over, and then like, with a rope, and then other people just jump in and then just climb up and just take the damage and build with them. But quite early in, Arcanus falls into the pit. Or he goes down, but he has the Feather Fall spell, so he's not worried. And Arcanus uses a lot of his spell slots in this for using Feather Fall. Like, he uses a lot of Feather Falling. Anytime someone does about falling, he'd use Feather Fall. It's like, Feather Fall works on 5 people and can't last a minute. So it's like, rather than using it on everyone, and, keeping them safe for a bit, why do I keep putting on Pyrosphere? God damn it. But yeah, basically, he went through a lot of spell slots, blah, blah, blah. But it goes down on his own originally. And the idea would be, because he can see the dark, he's going to go down, he's going to try and get a layout of, like, where is safe to stand on, because obviously, like, there's a pit and there's all the bits you got to, he'll be able to see the walls leading up to that point. So, yeah, okay, I mark off the bits that you can see, he tries to direct everyone, he comes up with a clever way of pointing out where the things are by throwing torches through the hallucinatory terrain onto the bit that is safe. So it was, like, sticking out the hallucination a little bit. Like, yeah, that was a clever way of using the resources. So, eventually realized if they utilize torches at key locations, they can figure out, like, where the illusion stops and starts. And that way they can be, like, really safe with their jumping, and they can figure out where it is. But, now, Arcanus is clubbering it down below. And so far, there's been no enemies. I'd put an enemy down there, near one of the edge corners. Basically, I give him a hint that something's happening, though. He steps in a liquid, but it's a bit thicker, bit, unusual. But it's got no colour ending to it. Now, everyone when they first heard that, they didn't think enemy. They thought it was some type of oily substance. So, like, keep the torches away from that. And I'm just sitting there thinking, oh, they have no idea. So, one of the big chunks of square that you walk into had a gelatinous cube. A big old slimy cube. Now, these things are transparent. They cannot be seen while they are staying still. And unless people do a perception check, they wouldn't, past a certain level, they wouldn't notice them. And build with them. But Arcanus isn't looking for one, so he doesn't know it's there, doesn't think it's there. Rather than seeing that stuff and doing a check for anything, no, he just assumes everything's fine. He never walks into the cube, though, weirdly enough. He gets right next to where the cube is, and then doesn't do anything. But, the cube's sitting right there, and it knows he's there. So eventually Arcanus gets ready to throw a mace tied with a rope up to a thing so people can lift him up. And at that point, the cube decides to act. The cube tries to drag him in. And Arcanus obviously gets freaked out by this. But they end up rolling initiative and stuff, and essentially, yeah, the cube ends up getting a hold of him. So the cube just goes on top of him, merges with him, and the cubes, it's like 3d6 acid damage. Arcanus is a cleric, level 5. He has like 30-something HP. So 3d6, not a huge amount, unless I roll really, really well. My rolls were always in the teens, but like, it can last a second, right? No, not really. Yeah, he gets that initial damage, which is, pretty bad for him. Then, every turn after that, he's trapped. The cube will do 66 acid damage, which I believe I ended up doing like 23 damage or something with that. So basically, after one full round, because Arcanus tries to restaurant to get back out, Arcanus is on 1 HP. At that point, he gets free, pulls himself free, and he heals himself slightly, and then he retreats. And, okay, that's all well and good. Retreating, the thing gets an opportunity attack, it does a little bit more damage, blah, 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 but he's still alive. He's still alive. He runs away. The thing is, though, is the cube moves after him. The cube's not very quick, but its full speed is like 15 feet. Arcanus moves 30. Arcanus moves like 25 feet. He doesn't even move the full distance. Or he does, but it's like at an angle where the cube can obviously still catch him. And then the cube also has a thing where basically when it makes this attack, it can move its full speed to do the attack. So he just tries to absorb you. And, yeah, basically the cube caught him again. At this point, all the others had jumped in because he'd screamed for help. And by Alice jumped in, I mean Demon jumped in as a monk. Everyone else stood up above, unsure what to do. Demon jumped in, and he was not really sure what to do. He could use his action to try and pull Arcanes out, or he could just attack the cube. He ends up thinking because it's a full action to pull Arcanes out, he's better off just attacking the cube. And that point, Arcanes goes unconscious, and they realize they have to get the cube out. They have to get him out really, really quickly. There's a threat of him dying here. There's an actual threat of him just straight up dying against this one gelatinous cube that caught him by surprise, pretty much. Just because everyone didn't really know how to react or go down and help him. Because gelatinous cubes are not very strong on their own. But if you put them in the right situation, they can narrow corridor where you can't really escape and get you by surprise. Actually quite dangerous. They are a CR2 creature. They're made for a team of level 2 characters. One level 5 character could definitely fight one. And almost certainly beat one, but like in the right situation. Trying to fight one in melee, or being caught by it ahead of time, like, yeah, it's going to mess you up pretty quickly. But yeah, Demon ends up stunning striking the cube, because, you know, he's a monk. Bitch be like that, and Demon loves stunning striking things I discovered. Oh, it's the bane of almost D&D DMs. Oh, I'm discovering it the hard way. It's gonna be great fun. But yeah, that stops it from consuming more people. Then him and the barbarian goblin Nuggle take care of the cube. Free Arcanus, get him back up with a hell potion. Boom, ba dum. Interesting thing. So they're in this dungeon. That was like one of the first big rooms. After that, they get a path of 3 bits they can go down. To note, Arcanus has used a lot of his magic at this point. They end up short resting on the middle of some of the hallucinatory terrain, just so nothing can get to them. And they're very, very careful about where they go now. They only have 1 healing potion with them. Arcanus has used the majority of his spell slots, and they haven't even found the boss yet. I didn't think the cube was that big a deal for them, but here we are. I also didn't think they burned so much stuff on the hallucinatory terrain. I thought it would just be a minor annoyance for them, but yeah, it shows. I know either way they enjoyed it, so I'm not complaining. But yeah, they're gonna have a fun time with the boss because not even found him yet, and he's a necromancer. But yeah, they got a route of 3. They have 3 rooms they can go into, or they had 3 pathways they could take. And each one had different things. So they don't know what all of them had yet. Basically, though, I decided ahead of time the left path would be the boss room. The middle path would be... What was the middle path again? I think the middle path is basically... It was essentially like a treasure room, in a sense. Like, it was basically like an extra room where they were storing extra bits from, like, people they brought, like... Or dead people they collected things from and boom, boom. So, like, it was going to be a room with some valuables in it and just some random items and stuff. I was also going to put mimics in there for funsies. They don't know that one yet. And then there was the last room, which is just a big open room. But it was going to have skeletal bodies in it. Why? Because this is the room where they leave dead bodies to get melted down to skeletons via gelatinous cube. There was another cube in that room. That room was going to have a cube, or 2 actually. It's going to have 1 in the middle of the room that would drop down on top of where the skeletons are. So if anyone went over to investigate skeletons, it would try and drop down on them. Then there was going to be another one that was going to be near the door. So basically, we're going to get clouded in by them as like a trap thing, which I thought would be funny. But no, they picked the left room, so into the boss room straight away. So that'll be fun. Also, apparently, through all of our training, you have reached level 11, my child. How do we do all you to ground again? I think it's level 22. Level 22, you must have 4 energy, attack needed 26, 26, 26, age needed 9. I will need to adjust the config to make your age go up quicker. Because age is going to be rather slow. But yeah, I can do whatever. Bum-ba-dum. Okay, okay. Where is this spider? I hear it. Where are you? I don't know. What I should do is get to a location I'm quite happy with and set up a home. Start heading that way for villas. Oh, there's a plane spam over there. He might be okay over there. Or I might have to travel back over the hill to, like, you know, let him battle things again. Because he's battling things here, I'm getting some basic supplies. Alright, go back to your VPET for a minute. Dun, 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 dun. If I go, yeah, no, we're gonna head over towards that plane spam just so we can, basically just have a location. I'm gonna try and set up a house somewhere just so I can store my things, and then we'll figure it from there. Because we know where our village is, so we can do some trady bits there. I still need to sort my food situation, so I need to set up a farm realistically. And yeah, kill any animal I see, because me and Gilmon need to eat. So, need to be careful with that one. Like, given this meat, I don't know if you can now. Like, you used to build, obviously, farm it. I don't know if I can again or not. I'd like to. I hope I can. It'd be awesome if I could farm it again. Because the farming and the meat thing was one of my favorite things in Digimon because it was so ridiculous. But it's such a Digimon thing. I loved it. I mean, to note, the farming and meat thing is in the actual Digimon games. Like, it's not like ridiculous and like this. It's made up, you know, and blah. It's just a dumb Digimon thing in general. But I love it. So plus, if anyone ever sees it, it's always great fun. But yeah, that's pretty much where that D&D session ended. So that's like our main campaign thing. I have to wait for Dean to come back from Japan now before we can continue it. And I don't know how their chances are in that room, but figure that one out. Now I need to figure out what I'm doing with Inmil, because Inmil's original thing is he's left. And basically, because he found some information relative to his little, like, own personal story. And he wanted to say, like, okay, I'll just be gone looking into that. And I'm like, sure. And then I had a better plan. So the intention was he was going to go off and do that. What's actually going to happen something completely different. AK, it's going to be I need to make it interesting from getting reintroduced. So yeah, I've got a different plan for a different little thingamajig when he gets introduced. So I've got a thing nailed down for that. Assuming Emil's cool with it and which, given what it is, they probably will be. And then we can get back to the main story plot things and assuming they survive the current place they're in anyway. Which, I mean, it'll be interesting to do. At least they're going to get a bit more stuff at this if they do. Also, hello. Hold on, I've got this. Yeah, so you're currently empty. So we're going to... There we go. Stole your color. Oh, I got a gigabyte from that. Okay, so yeah, the quests are actually, yeah, giving us... Quests are giving us little things. So yeah, completed quests coming. So, okay, the completed quest section's still buggered. That's fine. So still got quests for taming a Digimon. Neat. Yeah, I like the questing getting used like that. The questing's literally getting used as like, this is what things you know, basic things to do in Digimon. And it's telling you how to do them. That's really nice. That's really handy. I have no iron. I probably shouldn't thingamajig. Probably what I should do though is take that flint and steel because I can light. Yeah. I can light the animals on fire before I kill them. that's beneficial because then I can get cooked meat. Step in that, please. There we go. Glorious. Cooked mutton. There's me cooking, I suppose. But yeah, I don't know. I gave everyone the option for when Emil's away, if we like continue the main animal hound thing, or we make up our own extra D&D thing. Because part of my brain was like, there was a Naruto D&D thing could have a go at, because people showed me about it and but it looks complex because it's a whole bunch of new stuff. But I mean, it could be interesting. Then another part of my brain went to Digimon D&D, which I don't know why. I forget why. Digimon D&D did pop because I had this conversation with people on a live stream. And people were like, no, Digimon D&D is a thing. Like, people played it and I'm like, yeah, I don't doubt that, but, you know. Don't know how I'd go about playing it. But... Stand still! Oh my god. Holy fag. Made me work for that there, weren't you, you fecker? Digitier. I'm just gonna ditch that. If I need more of that, I can literally just punch Digimon for it. So that's fine. God. You have to be so panicky, don't you? When they do it, they're literally on fire. Can't really blame them now. Back off. Why are you so much slower than before? What happened? You're at the mercy of the chicken now. The chickens decided you're not going at full speed. You're no longer going really quick, are ya? Lol. Okay. I think I'm gonna live somewhere. I might as well live up on a little hill bit. Sure. This will do nicely. This is next to water for farming. It's got a little bit up above. It seems fantastic. Alright, we're gonna live here. I'm gonna set up a shop here. Mainly for now, get thingy down, get thingy down. Get chest down. Basic stuff stored away. Gigabyte, lovely. Get rid of the thingamajig. Something about to attack me. Oh, something sounds close. Back off. Are you coming for me or not? Go away. Okay, that gives us a location to operate from. Bum ba dum ba dum. I can adjust the config to I've let the config as default right now, which I should fix that. I should make it so at least time's a bit quicker, just for speeding things up a little bit. We'll leave the digibank here too, I suppose. Dum ba dum ba dum ba dum. I'll put that here. There we go. Nothing currently in Digibank, but it does look very cool. Might as well have on the go. But okay, can sell my house next time, just so I've got a wee place to stay. Yeah, I'll just live up on the hill. Guess that'll be potato farm and whatnot. But hold on, before I end, one thing I need to quickly check. If I make a wee hole real quick, if I were to put down a farm thing over here, can I ding the meat? I'm really curious. So hold on. I was going to do potatoes. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No! Oh, god damn it. I was hoping you could. Never mind. I hope they had that feature back in at some point. I did enjoy it. Like, I hope we get back to Digi farming. Like, hopefully let's just have Digi farming update at some point. Actually, hold on. Let's go to small meat. What about veg? Yeah. So the veggies now are back in. So the food's back in. I can't remember if it was out before or what. I think it was. So something in my brain saying it was gone for a while. But, yeah, no, it's there. Interesting. Okay. Hopefully at some point we get a Digi-Farm update then. And we can have our farming back. I hope so. That'd be so good. It seems like the next big thing is they're planning to update to another version. Unless maybe they are planning another content update before then. But since they're talking about updating versions, I doubt we're going to get a lot more content until the update. Because, like, if they update it, then they have to update the updated content as well to the new version. And unless they can do both simultaneously. I don't know how hard it is to move from 1.16 to whatever the new version is going to be. Hold the bar. We'll see. Right. Anyway, people, I think for today, I want to wrap things up there. So, there we go. Gilmon, sit down, mates. Badoo. Yeah, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the start of our new little Digimon series. It's going to be a chill little time where I chat and rant about random things and just generally have a nice, lovely time. But yeah, I hope everyone's fine with me talking about D&D, because I enjoy talking about D&D. But yeah, I can talk about that and just other random bits and just have a chill time raising up Digimon above them, while I also figure out what other stuff we're doing on the channel. But anyway, for now though, leave a like if you enjoyed the show, and yeah, let us know what other Digimon should I try and catch and play up in Boom. Let us know in the comments, and we'll start working on gathering up a wee army and whatnot. But anyway, thank you all for watching. See you all next time for some more Digimon adventures. Goodbye, everybody. Dun. Also, just want to say a quick thank you to all of the channel members for the extra support, and a special thank you and shout out to our elite members, the Johnny members Sebastian Ramsey, Alex, and Beatark13, and our ANBU member MonsterQ. Thank you all very much for the extra awesome support. Bata.